Welcome back, folks, to the Conservative Viewpoint. Thank you for joining me tonight on a very special edition. I'm your host, Charlie, the Country Conservative, and we're here to cut through the spin, expose the truth, and talk about the policies that truly impact our lives. But before we dive into the news updates, let me set the mood. It's Throwback Thursday, and we're taking a detour back from the usual chaos to travel back through time, back to Christmases long ago, when things were simpler, traditions were stronger, and maybe, just maybe, a dollar went a whole lot further. We'll get into the festive spirit, but first, we have to tackle the news that can't wait. Stick with us right here after the break, because tonight we're taking aim at two massive issues facing this nation: the affordability crisis that's crushing American families, and the critical new enforcement operation that has just begun in the heart of Louisiana. First up, the affordability crisis, a Democrat con job. That's right. Let's start with the elephant in the room: affordability. Look at your grocery bills. Look at your mortgage payments. Look at the prices of filling up your gas tanks. At least under Trump, they're getting better. We are staring down the barrel of an affordability crisis, and the Democrats have the audacity to campaign on fighting for it. What a joke, right? They didn't find this a problem under the Biden administration, did they? Because they manufactured it. We warned them. The conservative principles is a fiscal sanity of living within our means. We've thrown out the window by the reckless and dangerous spending spree under the Biden administration. We saw trillions in dead finance spending, whether it's the $1.9 trillion American Rescue Plan in 2021, which was a disaster, or the so-called Inflation Reduction Act, which was anything but. This unprecedented massive spending, coupled with the Federal Reserve loose monetary policy, did exactly what basic economics teaches us, and what it would teach us. It flooded the system with cash chasing too few goods, leading to the crushing inflation we see today. The cumulative rate of inflation for goods and services has jumped nearly 20% since 2021. That means American families are spending an estimated $17,000 more a year just to maintain the same standard of living they have before the Biden administration took office. And now they want to walk into your living room and claim they are heroes fighting for the inflation they created. It's a classic political con job. They burn the house down and then demand credit for handing you a bucket of water. We're going to break down the exact stuff that's been going on and the danger of spending, and show you step by step how it hollowed out the American middle class budget. And then there's the immigration crisis, which is hitting some close to home in the Bayou State. We are following the explosive developments in New Orleans, where the Department of Homeland Security has launched a major federal law enforcement operation targeting illegal criminals. This operation, officially named Operation Catalua, I hope that's right, Catalua, I don't know, Crunch, is going after the worst of the worst. Individuals who have been arrested for violent crimes like home invasion, armed robberies, and yes, even rape. And here's the kicker. Many of these illegals were back on the streets of New Orleans because of the city's self-proclaimed sanctuary policy. These policies prevent local authorities from honoring law enforcement detainers requested by U.S. Immigration Customs Enforcement, forcing them to release violent offenders back into the community without even telling you guys. Governor Jeff Landry, bless his heart, is standing strong, supporting the operation and calling for National Guard troops to join the effort to restore law and order. Meanwhile, we hear the usual fear and political opposition from the local leaders who care more about protecting sanctuary status than protecting its own citizens. This operation in New Orleans is a crucial reminder that federal law must be enforced, and sanctuary policies only serve as an endangerment to the innocent people and communities of America. We will be looking into the details of the operation, the crimes committed by those being targeted, and the political fallout. That's what's on the menu for tonight, guys. A clear conservative look at the forces reshaping our economy and our communities. So stay with us for the news updates, because right after that, we got to go deep into the numbers and the facts. I have this and so much more right after this short break. So the conservative viewpoint starts right now. Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Christmas edition of the Throwback Thursday. Man, are we going to have some fun with this after we get through the news that we've got up here. You know, we got a lot to talk about. A lot went on today, and I got a lot of things. So we are going through these really fast so we can have some fun with the stuff that I have planned for tonight, the premiere of the Christmas Throwback Thursday edition. Oh, yeah, it's going to be awesome. We're going to see what's happening right here. So, all righty then. Let's take a shout out over here to Rumble and McCassell. And we got Facebook, we got YouTube, we got Twitch, we got X, we got Kick, we got them all happening right now. Let's get up here to the Getter Gang over here and see who's topping off this charts tonight. That would be Conrad. Hi, Conrad. What's happening? Radical Right Sean Justice is right there. What's happening, man? Welcome to the show, guys. Mr. Joe Public himself. Right there he is, man. Welcome, everyone, to the show. I'm glad to see you guys tonight. Now let's shoot on down south here to the Wimpkin Warriors. Yes, sir, Bob. We got Mr. Fixer himself starting off tonight. Where's my glasses? Doggone it. And we got Madeline right after that. Hi, Madeline. We got Texas Tammy. There she is. Howdy, 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 girl. What's happening? Yeah, right. Let's get a Kurt from the Bayou, man. Oh, yeah. They got shit going, stirring up down in the Bayou today, don't they, Kurt? Pat. There's our Pat right there, guys. There she is. Gotta love Pat. Seeing Pat's face. I love that. All right, Pat. Cecil. What's going on, Cecil? And John M. What's happening, man? We got going on the Rock. We got our Rock in here right now. There is Rock. And we got our fellow truck driver extraordinaire himself, Gregory Allen Cards Jr. Right there he is, guys. If you're on Wimpkin, check out his page. Check out his podcast. He puts some good stuff on. William B., what's happening, man? What's going on, guys? I'm glad to see your smiling face. There is Colin from Scotland. Right there he is. Colin, welcome, Colin. And Jerry Kruger himself. Right there he is, guys. Kruger. Check him out. Just type it in. You'll find his podcast. Look it up. You'll see him. Great job he does, man. All righty then. Let's get down through here. Make sure I got everybody. And there he is. And let's get busy because we don't want to waste no time. But don't forget, first drawing for the 12 days of Christmas is tomorrow. If you haven't got your names in, get it into me here at the conservative viewpoint at yahoo.com. Guys, get it in. Don't forget to get me pictures too. I want some Christmas pictures of the house, of your tree, whatever. Get them sent to me right here on the conservative viewpoint at yahoo.com. Get them to me so I can have some video so I can make a video of everybody's and put it in there so everybody can see the great decorations we have on this show and the viewers and the friends in here. Man, we got to do it. So get me up some video, guys. Give me some pictures. I'll take care of the rest. As simple as that. Becky. Hi, Becky. Becky's over in Facebook right now, guys. But hey, let's start things off real quick with a little Christmas giddy from Green Frog Labs and DJ Dasher Wonder.
Light it up, pass around, it's a Christmas vibe. Snow's falling, smoke is rising to the sky.
One marijuana crew, feel the holiday high. Singing peace and love, let the good vibes fly.
funny as hell right there. Now that's a party right there. I'm telling you what. Cat Attack. What's happening, Cat Attack on X? There she is. I see y'all everywhere. Oh, well done there, DJ Dasher. One right there. That was freaking awesome right there, right? All right, guys, let's get busy because we got to go over this stuff, man. We got to get it done. So, of course, we're going to start off with the FBI makes the arrest in planting the bombs near the DNC RNC. Remember, guys, we are going to follow the Bongino rule on this because something just don't feel right to me. It just does not. I don't know what it is. I don't know if you guys feel the same way or not, but I have a funny feeling about this for some reason. So here we go. Let's see what we got over here. We got DC pipe bomb suspect identified. He's a 30-year-old from Virginia, Brian Cole. He was apprehended by Federal Bureau of Investigation Thursday morning, and a news conference will be held. They already held the news conference, but they're saying that he has some kind of anarchist ideology, and who they were talking to, and it's always that way. But the FBI is still not saying any kind of motive behind all this stuff. Whoops, that one I didn't want to get rid of. But who is this guy? Well, we said it. His name is Cole, 30 years old, following a roughly 5-year investigation, and he is charged with using an explosive device. This is what Pam Bondi said. She's not batting a good record right now. But according to this, the FBI traced the suspect's credit card data to break pipe bomb case. Not only that, is that they said that the Biden administration knew about this, and I deleted this article by mistake just now. They knew about this. They had the evidence to prove who it was, but the old FBI and Christopher Wray did not follow through with the evidence that they had, or they could have arrested this guy back when it happened. So there's a big problem. So shouldn't somebody be being held responsible for this? Yet, once again, it will never happen. So, of course, they still rooted around his house and all this stuff. He lives with his mother and some other people. I can't remember what they said that was on that other article I read. But there was like 10 different. But we are going to play the Bongino rule, and we're going to follow this and just let things play out and see what happens, because I do not trust anything that's going on right now. Too many stories, like everything else. And I just don't find it. Biden Vixen 29 just popped up over here and get her, guys. And you got to check her out, man. She got a great show right before me, 7 to 9 p.m., weeknights, Monday through Friday. Rebel Chick with a Cause. Check it out, guys. You're going to love it. She puts on a lot of different stuff than I do, and all of us, anybody, and it's great stuff. You guys don't want to miss it. So pay attention. Get it on there. Byron Dixon 29. Check it out. Don't forget. I don't think so either, Vic. There's just something that doesn't fit with me. Madeline thinks the same way. Doesn't strike anyone strange as how all of a sudden is a new discovery. And what they're saying, though, Gregory, is they're saying this is not new information, but it is stuff that they didn't go through whenever Patel and Bongino got in, because Bongino was all over this when he was doing his podcast. And he was for sure that it was an inside job. I'm still not saying that it's not, but they said that he did pull his story. He did reverse on that. I still don't believe it wasn't, because unless this kid was a moron, which may be true, why would you put a 90-minute timer on something that's not supposed to go off for the next day? I think that's a little more than 90 minutes, right? You think? So you have to be a complete and total moron to put a 90-minute timer out for it to go off the next day. So anyway, they're still looking for other targets that he may have had, or we are being snowed up the ass like you wouldn't believe. I'm going with the other. Yeah, because I don't trust the stuff that's being told to us at all. So Cat Attack believes the same thing. I'm pretty much sure that you guys feel the same way. All theater, exactly, Fix. So we're just going to sit back. We're going to watch what's going on. I'll give you what they put out, and we'll just do it ourselves because I don't trust anything that's going on here. That's just like Trump's alleged assassin shooter, the one that hit him in the ear. I still don't buy that one either. I think we're being played. We're being played so many different ways here, guys. And I feel it down deep. I feel it. So we're going to see what happens. If the previous administration FBI covered it up, shouldn't the larger story be the individuals who were in charge? Exactly, Gregory. I can't agree more right there. Okay, who is Grasshopper? I'm familiar with the Kung Fu Grasshopper. Yes, I don't know. Lee! What up, Lee? Lee is over at Facebook, guys. Google FBI should be a pic of glass full of shit. Yes, it should be right there. That's absolutely right. All right, let's get into, doggone it. Hope the camera on his cell doesn't go down. Oh, exactly, Joe Public. That is a fact right there. Did you hear what I said, guys? Or Joe Public said, hope the camera on his cell don't go down. It means his jail cell. Got it? Yeah, you got that? Okay, we got that. All right, let's move on to the Democrats' con job. Every time you mention to these Democrats about affordability, it's a freaking joke. Everything that's high priced right now is on the Democrats, period. End of story. No matter how you look at it. Trump's been in less than 12 months right now, almost 12 months. And you can only do so much with the amount of damage that these Democrats did to our economy the past 4 years. It's no doubt about it. So Trump says con job when Democrats mention affordability. And that's exactly what it is. They're sitting there wanting you to believe the lies that everything is on Trump. Now, it's not. So I put together a little ditty here that I want you to see. And this is only part of what I could have put in, and it would have lasted forever. I could do a whole show on what damage these Democrats have done under the Biden regime and their spending spree that they caused with the inflation and stuff. But I got part of it, and part of it's from now, and part of it's from back in 2021. So you guys take a look and see what I did.
But the word affordability is a Democrat scam. They say it and then they go into the next subject and everyone thinks, oh, they had lower prices. No, they had the worst inflation in the history of our country.
That it is absurd that Democrats talk about an affordability crisis that they created and the people around this table work every single day to address. You'll hear a lot of statistics today. You hear a lot of statistics in our political conversation. I think the most important statistic for the American people is that under the Biden administration, the average American family lost over $3,000 of household income. And under the first 10 months of this Trump administration, they have gained over $1,000 of household income. What that says very clearly is that we are fixing the problem that Joe Biden and the Democrats created in the last administration.
They are in a bubble. From Donald Trump on down, Donald Trump says there's no affordability crisis. What kind of world is he living in? He's a billionaire. He doesn't have to worry about paying his medical bills, his heating bills, his food bills. But as president, you'd think he'd have some understanding of how the vast majority of Americans live every week, struggling. How are they going to pay this bill? How are they going to pay that bill? What am I going to cut off?
The prices of everything we buy is going up dramatically. There's crime in every single major city. Killings are the worst ever. There's a move to defund the police. Our borders are open and we're being flooded with aliens. And the American people have had it. And the people in charge of this government know that they're going to lose in the next election. They know that power is going to be taken away from them. Now they own the House, they own the Senate, and they own the White House. But they know that the American people are going to take it away from them. So they are prepared to bankrupt this country and install the highest tax burden we have ever seen in order for them to keep power. Now, it's called the worst legislation that's passed over the last century. That's how President Biden's infrastructure bill is being described. 70 senators are expected to vote for the $1 trillion plan. But that's just the beginning. It's a stalking horse on the $3.5 trillion social infrastructure. So we're looking at excess of $5 trillion, which will bankrupt our country and bring in ruinous taxation. So who's footing the bill? Well, you guessed it, you and your children and your grandchildren.
But they're in this bubble. They don't get it. Well, Democrats know our job is to fight for the American people and to lower their costs. Republicans have no unity. So Democrats are fighting to lower health care costs. Republicans are fighting with one another.
When you, with your astute questions, ask our Republican colleagues about what they're going to do about this health care crisis, what do they say? We're having discussions. We're having robust discussions. The time for discussions is over. The time for action is here. They know the numbers. They know what's happening. This is a Donald Trump-created crisis. The premiums are doubling. The premiums are tripling. And the due date is next week. Americans want them to lower costs. They run the White House. They run both houses of Congress. And when you look at these exact plans, 75% of the people on these plans live in states that Donald Trump won. 27% of farmers are on these plans. We're going to get this done.
Affordability is definitively the decisive issue, as we saw last night, and our candidates now, governors-elect or mayors-elect, are on their way to serving the communities that they sought to represent, because they leaned in aggressively on driving down the high cost of living and addressing the affordability crisis that we have throughout America. In an environment, housing costs are up, child care costs are up, grocery costs are up, electricity bills are through the roof.
That piece of shit just mentioned everything that they've caused, everything they've done. It had nothing to do with this administration. And there's some things we don't agree with what this administration's been doing, but none of this can be put on the Trump administration. He inherited a high inflation. He inherited the high debt and everything that they've won, the high prices and everything. They came with it. It weren't that way when Trump gave over to the Biden regime. They were not that way. With all this money that they spent, has caused it. And they can sit there and they go on TV. And most of those were just recent. And they want to sit there and lie to their sheep and sit there, and you wonder why the people are violent and stuff, because they believe what's going on, what they're being told, and it's not even true. And I could show them the truth, and I could show them when all the inflation that they caused, and you still can't put it through their thick freaking heads. It's a big con job of what they're doing. And now they want to sit out there and make it look like they're fighting for high prices that was caused by this administration, which it wasn't. The prices are down some from there, but you only can do so much in a short period of time. So this is the stuff that's going on, guys. It's ridiculous, right? I'm telling you what, I had to go through a lot of stuff to find out, but I could have kept going and kept going. Yes, exactly, Cat Attack. Inherited chaos. The fact right there. All right, let's get rid of that one because I think I deleted that one already. All right, let's get moving on. Now, get this one. Another proof that the Democrats hate America and hate all Americans, and that's a fact. This is not me saying something. More than 160 House Democrats vote against a crackdown on foreign influences in our schools. I'm not lying to you. You can't make this shit up. More than 160 House Democrats voted against a pair of bills Thursday aimed to keeping foreign influence out of our U.S. schools. Both pieces of legislation passed with bipartisan support through Democrats. Top ranks opposed each one of these. We just want to educate our children, focus on reading, writing, and arithmetic, developing a holistic child, giving them the ability to think critically. House Minority Hakeem Jeffries told Fox News. Are you kidding me? You tell everybody that blacks are too dumb to do reading, writing, and arithmetic, so you get the state of Oregon to take all that out of their curriculum because they can't learn that stuff. It's unfair to them. They don't know what a laptop is. According to Nepat Harris, they don't even know what a Kinko is to go get an ID. Do you guys embarrass the black people community? And now you want to sit there and lie to people right on TV saying you care about the children. If you did, why wouldn't you vote against keeping foreign countries out of our classrooms? You worthless piece of shits. All right, look how many were shocked to see Biden debate. Yeah, first time they ever witnessed the dementia. Exactly. People didn't see that. I see that. But you got the Democrats all bitching about, saying people are broke. And I told you this yesterday, and I think the day before that, people are broke, having a hard time struggling, not under the Trump administration, obviously, because holiday sales predicted to shatter $1 trillion. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. It's a history of the first ever synchronized global collapse when people are spending $1 trillion, right? Yeah, get the hell out of here. What else we got? Okay, DOJ. They're not batting 1,000 right now. We got more of you coming up here shortly. You'll see. DOJ alleges Democrat senators are benefited from dark money from their mega donor Hoffman. And the Justice Department alleged in a letter to the Senate on Wednesday night that the Democrat mega donor and LinkedIn co-founder Reid Hoffman has funneled dark money through his network to benefit 2 U.S. senators who portrayed themselves as crusaders against such unaccountable contributions. The probe into Hoffman and his political donor ecosystem was spurred by a letter from the Senate Judiciary Committee, Chuck Grassley, Republican from Iowa, following up on the October 7th testimony of Attorney General Pam Bondi to the committee. So we got in exchange with Illinois Senator Dick Durbin, the committee's top Democrat, and Senator Sheldon Whitehouse, a Democrat from Rhode Island, over the Epstein files. Bondi confronted the senators and accused them of taking campaign donations from Hoffman, which both later denied in a letter to Grassley. Well, you couldn't deny it right there, could you? Says that like Dr. Evil. You gotta love that, right, Fix? All right. But yes, more Democrats taking more bad money, blood money. As simple as that, guys. So if they vote Democrat, they are too dumb to vote. Exactly. So that's so pathetic, right? Hey, let's get into the ICE operations, knocking it out of the park in Catahoula Crunch sweeps New Orleans. I hope I'm saying that right. I have never seen that word before. But hey, it is happening right now in New Orleans. Kurt, do you hear anything? You let us know, man. Immigration Customs Enforcement launched a new federal enforcement surge Wednesday in New Orleans. They located and arrested criminalized non-citizens released from local custody. I told you that in my opening that you guys didn't hear it. Yes, they're going after rapists, home invasions, all that kind of stuff. They're getting them all the hell out of here. And that's what needs to be done. They need to arrest the people that let them out from detainers that were on them and letting them run the streets and commit more crimes before they get caught. They need to start busting people. I'm so sick and tired of sitting up here telling them everything that needs to be done, but they don't follow through with anything. Exactly, Cat Attack. Hack them up. That's what I love to hear right there. All right, let's keep going down there. Make sure I don't miss anything here. All right, I got to look through both ways. What do we got here? Trump administration debuts fentanyl-free America plan as DEA touts impact of a Caribbean boat strike. They did a 20-second boat strike today. Oh, yeah, 20-second, baby. Knocking them out, knocking them down. Keep the fentanyl and all the drugs the hell out of our country. That's what's happening right now. We're going to get a little bit of that here in a couple minutes. But here we go with the ragtop herself. Omar actually admits she knew about the fraud going on in Minnesota. Omar pressed to explain how fraud in Minnesota got so out of control. And she goes, I think what happened is what you know when you have these kind of new programs. There are these are verbatim here. Is that you know when you have these kind of new programs designed to help people, you are oftentimes relying on third parties to be able to facilitate. And I just think a lot of COVID programs that were set up, they were so set up so quickly that a lot of the guide rails did not get created. She sounds like Kneepad Harris. And word salad. That's what it is. She knew about the damn fraud. She was part of this to send the money back to terrorists in Somalia, and that's where these ragheads need to go, back to Somalia. And you got the left all freaking out and say you got Democrats on X going, we support Omar. Well, take your dumb ass and go with her back to Somalia. We don't want your dumbasses here. Catahoula is how it's pronounced. Okay, it's a hot dog here. It's a hog dog here in the South. Catahoula. Thank you for that, Kurt. I didn't know. I've never heard of that word before, but Kurt straightened me out right there. Catahoula. He had to do the spelling for dummies for me to get it. So thank you for that, Kurt. That's the way I got it. All right, let's keep going here. What do we got? GOP Senator Marino introduces a bill to end dual citizenship for migrants. They got a choice now. You either have citizenship in America or you go to hell back where you came from, and you keep that one. Simple as that. That's what he's going to put through. If he gets it through now, it's going to pass. So let's see what happens and get it done and help these people that have dual citizenship ship the fuck out. Simple as that. Get out. If you don't like this country and you want to keep another one, go. Get to going. You want to work here and stay over there, get a work visa. But you better make sure it's updated every 6 months or whatever it is you have to update it, or you get the hell out of here. Simple as that. Now we're going to get a touch on a little bit of the Hegseth thing about this boat blowing up stuff and the kill order stuff. It's all been blown out of the water here. These Democrats have nothing else to go on because who was it? Washington Post or whatever, they made it up. Because who did they get the information from? Nobody can find out that, right? But Hegseth advisor, Singlegate, rebuke debunks the war stories. And they're talking about also when he used Signal chat, he was talking to people and he's saying he put out information, private, top secret information on it. It was already debunked. These Democrats want to keep pushing it up because they think they can get something. And some dumbass Democrat filed impeachment paperwork against Hegseth. I think it was today. Oh yeah, these dumbass Democrats have nothing to run on, so they're making shit up. Omar needs a helicopter ride like in Scarface. You got that right, Conrad. Good touch right there, man. Judges who release repeat offenders should be held accountable for their crimes as accessories. I love that, Conrad. Exactly right. But the admiral that said that people were saying that admiral ordered the kill shot, admiral said, and he testified in front of Congress, said there was no kill them all order in a boat attack. But videos alarm lawmakers. I did not see that video that these Democrats are talking about. They say they put it out there, but I could not find it showing that those guys were, you know what? They don't even have to blow it up. If there's somebody in the water and that boat is gone, just blow the boat up and let them sink. They're not going to tread water that long. That's for a fact. So there was no order for kill order on that, and the Democrats are making that shit up too. What is this here? Oh yeah, the Democrats are desperate, so they're trying to smear Hegseth every which way they can, and that's what they're doing here. That's pathetic. I'm telling you what. What is there? Oh yeah, we got that dumbass Kelly from the Seditious Six. Oh yeah, this was late breaking on here, and Senator Kelly appears to have criminally leaked classified information while falsely accusing Hegseth of the same thing. He was the one accusing him of leaking classified information through Signal chat. Oh, yeah. But this bitch, it says perhaps if Arizona Democrat Mark Kelly stopped talking, we'd stop talking bad about him. But this guy makes it a bit too easy when he keeps his mouth open just enough for words to fall out of it. Kelly doesn't even have to open his fat trap on TV either. He said, take his recent actions over Singlegate, a months-old scandal. Kelly, who's like running the Democrat nominees for president, I think, is milking it for all it's worth. In an interview, Kelly said that the Pentagon watchdog report concluded that the War Secretary, Pete Hegseth, had violated department rules when he had a conversation about strikes in Yemen on the group chat and app Signal. Two problems with that. First, Hegseth has broad powers of declassification. Second, the declassified version of the report isn't set to be publicly released until Thursday. Kelly made his comments on Wednesday. According to CNN, the classified version was sent to Congress. Senators do not have broad powers of declassification. You might be seeing the problem right here in front of your face. But first, Kelly remarks, this is very clear stated he should not be using a cell phone and putting this kind of information on an unclassified system. However, Missouri Republican Eric Smith said he's seen the files and called it a nothing burger. This is what's going on. This is what another example of the dumbass Democrats, and they're making shit up. And because they have nothing to run on, so they have to make shit up. Omar, most likely with Obama's help, was the master behind it. I guarantee it, Madeline, you're exactly right. Most of the people in government are compromised, communists or radical Islamists. Got that right, Rock. Ain't no doubt in my mind. After seeing this many stupid people, I'm convinced Pedo Joe actually got some votes. Yeah, ain't that true, William B? That's a fact right there. Because there is some dumb-ass liberal Democrats out of there. That's funny, Madeline. Yeah, Obama's got a lot to do with what's going on here. I'm telling you what. We'll never find out because we don't have Republicans with enough cojones to find any information out and actually do something about it. Hey, Judge Boasberg's in the news. He's actually reversed his course on January 6th defendants and said that they should be refunded for all expenses that they concurred. Yes, concurred? Something like that. Occurred? I don't know. What they spent on these frivolous lawsuits and being falsely imprisoned, they should get their money back. Before he said, hell no, arrest them all, jail them all, and now he's changed his mind. Probably because his ass is about to be caught and be disbarred and pulled off the bench and hopefully go to jail. We'll see what happens with that. And just a little tidbit news, the Supreme Court is about to rule on the transgender sports cases, potentially redefining sex nationwide. They better get this right. They better get it right and take all men, so-called men, out of women's sports. This is no sense for that because you're causing danger. The Democrats are causing danger to men and those so-called men and women because you got men that can't handle it in a man's sport. So they go down and they dominate the women's sports, causing all the real women to lose scholarships and everything like that because these dumbass waste of a so-called man can't handle it in a man's sport. So they go take off women. Boy, that's got to make you feel good, right? Dumbasses. So we'll see here in an upcoming future, hopefully soon, that they put a stop to these fake men in women's sports. We'll see what happens. Schumer unveils Democrats' Obamacare fix plan. It's dead in the water, guys. But he said he unveils Democrats' fix. It's the same damn thing that they've done before. It's the same shit. They are the cause of the uprising in everybody's premiums, and they want to continue it to go. They think that they can get Trump and them to go along with this because they voted to reopen the government. No, this is still giving illegals free health care at our cost. That shit's dead in the water. They said it won't even make it. So we'll see what happens. Couple more here real quick. Federal, oh yeah, get this one. This is what I'm talking about. with the DOJ and Pam Bondi. They're not batting 1,000. You know why? Because a federal grand jury declines to indict Letitia James for a second time now, because we got a weak DOJ that can't get nothing right to prosecute the freaking people. So we've got another one going on. Letitia James accused of misconduct in mortgage mess tied to drop charges. So the Center of Advanced Security in America, a conservative watchdog group, has filed a complaint accusing Letitia James of professional misconduct related to a mortgage in Norfolk, Virginia. The mortgage was central to her now dismissed federal case. The group submitted its complaint to the New York Attorney Grievance Committee, which handles law discipline in Manhattan and the Bronx. So this is just up and coming. This has just dropped 2 days ago. So that's still an ongoing thing. We'll have to wait to see what's going to happen with that. Something needs done, because obviously Pam Bondi can't handle the job of being Attorney General of the United States, because she's not prosecuting any of these Democrats for the crimes they've been committing for the past 4+ years. They're going to let the statute of limitation run out on them, so they don't have to prosecute them. They're going to say, well, it's too late now. And this last one I got is for Mark, but he's not here today, or Colin. A British man says he was, I don't know, Colin's not British, he's Scottish, but a British man said he was arrested when he got home, when he was here in the United States, after posting photos of him holding guns during a July 4th trip to Florida. And when he got home, they arrested him for it. Oh, yeah, you believe this shit? UK is going down, and down hard. This is so pathetic. You're going to arrest them for doing something that's legal in the United States, but because he's what do you call him in England? Because they are going to arrest his ass? Are you kidding me? Well, I forgot to turn my light on too. But that's what's going on in the world tonight, guys. All righty. Let's have some fun. Let's get over here to where I'm going to be at. What do we got going first here? Let's go into this first. I made my little new ditty. That's my new little bit from the beginning. I had to change it from the old one, so we had to have something new, right? Here's some 7 classic Christmas movies. You gotta watch those, right? You got to watch those. Those are some good ones. They're classics. You got to watch them. Is anybody have never watched any of those yet? Let me know, you guys. We gotta get you guys caught up if you haven't watched them yet. Especially Charlie Brown Christmas. That's just a must do. That's just like watching Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and Frosty the Snowman. That's just a must do. Like watching Christmas Vacation. You have to watch it. Right? Okay. I have to do something else here too. I'm going to play this one. Let me see what's going on here. Isn't it though? Thank you, Cat. Cat Attack over here. Just put them in Big Mike's pants and do the dance. That's funny, Conrad. All right, here's some Christmas commercials from the 70s and 80s, guys. Take a look. I have to download something real quick.
Wednesday, Kenny Rogers, Dolly Parton, together for the holidays in a musical, magical Yuletide celebration. Kenny and Dolly, a Christmas to remember.
This Christmas, people are being very choosy.
Merry Christmas. It's perfect. Snoopy and Woodstock. Oh, thank you, my dear.
If you want to do something that'll be genuinely appreciated, be choosy and get Genuine Bell. Because when you get right down to it, this isn't the phone. This is...
Merry Christmas, Daddy.
For me?
It's for you.
Be choosy, get Genuine Bell.
Season's greetings. I am the Invisible Man. You may be planning an old-fashioned Christmas as I am, but that doesn't mean you have to use old-fashioned cellophane tape. Note how shiny it looks on the gift wrap, while Scotch Magic transparent tape keeps packages pretty. It's virtually invisible. So do your own disappearing act with Scotch brand Magic transparent tape.
Christmas is a time for closeness, and closeness is what Norelco razors are all about. The shiny new silver rotary razors in cord and rechargeable models with 36 blades, 9 closeness settings, and no gotchas. And the Ladybugs, the ladies' razors that really work. And the Ladybug Salon, a ladybug razor plus 11 grooming attachments. Norelco, even our name says Merry Christmas.
Hallmark presents Keepsake Ornaments for Christmas 1978. Designed like beautiful ornaments from Christmas past, with Hallmark care and craftsmanship. And Hallmark ornaments are just the gift for Christmas present to treasure a special event like baby's first Christmas. Many Hallmark ornaments are dated keepsakes too for Christmas future, because they return every year. Hallmark Keepsake Ornaments, wherever Hallmark cards are sold.
A McDade's Christmas is family fun with the Magnavox Odyssey 2 video computer game. McDade's price, now just $129.90. And you get 2 free game cartridges, an $84.90 suggested retail value, direct from Odyssey. And McDade's has the sensational new Odyssey 2 voice and sound effects module on sale too, for just $79.90. This year, make it a McDade's Christmas.
Scrooge here. I've turned over a new leaf after leafing through Sears' Gifts of Value supplement from the newspaper. Why, when a codger like me goes from no Christmas list to this, Sears Super Values help. Look, I'm giving a microwave to cook the holiday bird, clothes to warm their spirits, a color TV, and powerfully handy craftsman tools. The Sears supplement in this week's paper offers you a generous helping of ideas, too. And that's no humbug.
Sears, where America shops.
Those commercials were the best ever. Unlike the stupid shit they got now, that some of them don't even make sense. You go through the whole thing, and it's just, you know how they say sex sells. You go through the whole thing. They show, you know, a hot woman and a guy, and do all this stuff, and come back, and it's for cologne or perfume or something like that. Something stupid. These dumbass idiots that make these stuff up getting paid millions of dollars to do stupid shit. That's what we say about stupid Hollywood. They can't think of their own bright ideas, so what do? They remake the old stuff, and they make them stupid. How many times are they going to redo Willy Wonka? Willy Wonka is only one. That's it. Simple as that. And they keep woking it out every time they turn around. But I love those old commercials. I got more, but not for tonight. We're going to save those for next week. But you guys ever heard of back when computers started coming out at home? We had our first computer. I remember it was called a TRS-80 color computer. But the problem with it wasn't nothing like this. You had to code it, and you had to create a code to play ping pong. Do you guys ever remember that ping pong? It went doop, boop, boop, and the little thingy went up and down the line. We had that. It was on a tape player, a cassette player. Oh yes, you had to program it, and you had it was so long ago. You had to program it just to play that little ping pong game. Oh yeah, it took you like 2 or 3 hours to type in the program and just to play that little game. It went boop, 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 boop. Yeah, and it was fun as shit. But you had to do that. And that's the first computer I ever learned on. Oh yeah, that was back in the early 80s, I think it was, or maybe late 70s. I can't remember. I love to hear Sears Christmas catalog. Oh yeah, do you guys remember that? The Sears Christmas catalog. Oh yeah, Sears and what was it called? Sears and Roebuck, right, Pat? Sears and Roebuck. You guys remember that? Breakout. There you go. There's another one. Breakout was another one where you had to go up and hit those little things in this up here, and you had to break them away and get that little ball in there and get it up to the top, and it went. You guys remember that stuff? Oh yeah, this is all about Throwback Thursday, guys. Got to do it. All right, let's hit. Whoops, I got to get my thing back here, and I have it down here somewhere, and I got a new one.
Hi! Today we bring you a Guess the Christmas Movie by the Scene Challenge. The challenge will consist of 36 movies, and you will watch approximately 5 seconds of video. Good luck! Movie 1.
What?
All right, there's your first one, guys. Let me know. I know you're going to get that one. That was pretty easy. That was pretty easy here. Let me know what you guys think and see if you can get it right. Bingo right there. Got number one right there happening. Let's see the rest of them because we got a delay. I got to be fair. And yes, Becky, this is my Grinch tree right here. There it is. Right there it is. Monkey War catalog too. Yeah, there you go, Pat. Got that right. All right, that's my Grinch tree. Gotta have that. So the answer to number one, yes, Rock got it too. We got Radical Right got it over here. Here we go with the next one.
Home Alone 2, Lost in New York.
That was actually 2.
Movie 2.
Quiet.
Why are you whispering, Luther? This is our house.
I'm whispering for the same reason you're hiding behind that curtain.
Christmas with the Cranks.
Damn it, I didn't stop it fast enough. We'll go with the next one. Obviously I got 36 of them on here. We're not going through them all though.
Movie number 3.
He's hurt, Daddy.
Stay away from him.
Now this one's a little tougher. So you guys got to guess this one. Yes, Tony got it. Hey, Tony, I didn't see you there. Yes, Home Alone. Everybody got it over here. Okay, guys, I'll give you a minute here to do this one. And I'm going to give you the answer to this one because I didn't even know this one. Yes, that one was the Cranks. And where there's Radical Ray Sean, we'll see what happens go out there. Not Santa Claus. No, it was not, Tammy. Okay, Tony said it too. Here we go.
Prancer.
Yes, it was.
Movie
I didn't even
4.
know that one.
Mrs. Dilber. Merry Christmas.
Okay, guys. I know you got to get this one. If you've not, you better go back and watch it again. Telling you what, you got to watch it. And I think I can pick up here if I leave it. I don't think it'll stay in here, but we'll try it. Bingo. Picture got that one. Horn Alone. Spotted Cow. Christmas with the Cranks was awesome. Yes, it was, Tammy. I love when he went and got his suntan. Oh, yeah. Blitzen. That's funny right there. Okay, guys, here it is.
A Christmas Carol.
All righty, guys. There we go. There's our 3 that we got in there. Cat Attack got those 2. Tatera, I didn't see that one. Late 70s. Oh, okay. But guys, well, thank you for tuning in tonight. I hope you enjoyed the show tonight. I hope you enjoyed the Throwback Thursday commercials. We will have more of those next week, and I will make sure we have enough time for extra ones that I have because I did put a lot aside for you guys, and we're going to finish off some more of this Name That Movie clip for the Christmas edition. We'll have this the next 3 weeks right before we end. I might even do it the day, my last show for the Christmas holiday season. So we'll see what's going on, guys. But thank you. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the show again. And exactly, Tony, you got that right. Scrooged it is. Christmas Carol. Same thing. It's great, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. We're going to have some fun. Don't forget, first drawing for the 12 Days of Christmas giveaway is tomorrow night. If you haven't got your name in, you better get it in before noon tomorrow. That's the deadline. Then we're just going to go with what's in here. You guys get a close-up of my tree. That's my Grinch tree. That's my Grinch tree. You like my Grinch tree? I couldn't put my Grinch up. I have a lighted Grinch. I tried to put him up over here, but he just looked like a big old glow. You couldn't even tell what he was. That's a shame too, guys. I'm telling you, it was pretty cool. But I got more surprises with over there. That's from my last show. Oh yeah, you guys got to watch it, guys. Once again, thank you for joining me on this special edition of Throwback Thursday Christmas edition. We'll have 2 more weeks of this. Oh yeah, we're still going to have some fun. Get everybody out there to come join us and come join the game. I am going to leave a half an hour open next Thursday so we can have a lot more fun and a lot more videos. So thank you again, guys, and I'm going to leave you with this because that's all the time we have for this very special Throwback Thursday Christmas edition of the Conservative Viewpoint. We covered a lot of ground tonight, guys, from the sheer disaster that is the Democrats' affordability con job caused by their dangerous spending to the vital law and order being restored right now in New Orleans with the Operation Catahoula Crunch. Oh, yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you to every single one of you in the audience for tuning in and standing up for the truth. And to those of you that lit up the chat box tonight, thank you for your incredible participation, your passion, your insight, and your ability to keep up with the facts are what make this community the strongest conservative voice online. You motivate me every single day to keep fighting for the American dream. Now, before you go, you know what tomorrow is. It's Friday, and we're going full throttle to empty out the inbox. And it's going to be the Empty the Inbox Friday. Full throttle Friday. We'll use that one. We're turning on the microphone over to you guys. That means all the stories we didn't get to, all the questions in chat. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in chat tomorrow night. We're going to get to them. And all the random political madness that came our way, we're clearing the deck, guys, so we can start over fresh on Monday. So think of it as your full system reset. We dump the queue. We hit the bag. We hit the red delete button on the week's leftovers, and we talk about whatever is on your mind. It's chaotic, it's fun, and it is the best way to clear out the mental clutter so we can start fresh and focused on the big issues come Monday. So make sure you're back here tomorrow night if you want to know what's coming our way. If you want to be part of the conversation, if you want to see the unfiltered chaos of an inbox cleanse, you have to be here. So bring a friend. This is the show you tell people about so they can come get the truth, unlike what they're going to get from the fake news media. So until tomorrow night, guys, keep pushing for liberty. Keep demanding accountability. And always remember, don't just observe history, make it. So until tomorrow night, guys, have a great night. I'll see you back here live, 9 p.m. for Emptying the Inbox Friday, right after the Rebel Chicks with a Cause. It starts at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, guys. Remember that. And like always, have a great rest of your evening, and I'll see you back here live tomorrow. Good night, everybody, and Festive Friday. There you go. Festive Friday, Conrad said. Good night, everybody. Have a great evening.